Hey there! You're about to watch a VOD of one of my live streams over on Twitch. If you want to check me out live, please go and give me a follow over there. Otherwise, please enjoy the video. Hello, Unicrew! Oh, wonderful. We are getting off to a wonderful, amazing stream, I see. There we go. Model pop. I have no idea what actually causes the model to pop in and out sometimes. Like, most of the time once it starts running, it's fine. And like every single time, like before stream, I run through every single freaking like scene. I run through every single like panel that we've got. And I just make sure that everything's, like working. So I have no idea why it does this sometimes. It really kind of bugs me because but then again, it also kind of doesn't bug me. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Because I when I first started streaming, I was like, no, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be like 100% like on the ball, yeah, try and make it as like authentic as possible, right? And then I just sort of realized eventually, fuck it, I don't frickin' need like it all to be perfect. Let's embrace the frickin' like jank. Just have it be massively jank and nonsense, and that's all cool. Hello, everyone? How you doing? Yeah, I hope you've had a wonderful week. I've decided. I have decided that my fans and my chat need a name. I have decided to dub the Unicrew. What do you think, guys? The Unicrew? I think it's a good little moniker because I know people tend to have like their fan bases, as it were, like have to have a name. And we're not exactly a fan base here. Like we're all just friends. But I think that it would be like a kind of a cool moniker. What do you think? Evening. How has the week been? Unfortunately, I don't have any death-defying stunts this week. It's all been a bit boring, really. I've mostly just been, just working on porting .NET versions. It sounds as dreary as it is, unfortunately. It's sort of about how it is, really. There's nothing an awful lot more to say there. Today we are going to be playing Frostpunk 2, and I have been excited for Frostpunk 2 for a long time. I was actually a really big fan of Frostpunk 1. Or just Frostpunk. I don't know necessarily how you say it. I own like most of the DLC for it. I think I didn't buy the one where it's like the last autumn or something like that, which I kind of regret because like Frostpunk is a really good game. But every time I've looked at it, I've just never been in the mood for it, chat. Like, have you guys ever been in the mood for like certain games on sale, you're just not in the mood for it, so you just don't buy it or something. I want to play a shooter this particular like evening. It doesn't necessarily matter if something else is freaking amazing or something. I'm just not in the mood for it. I was actually like that for a long time about Disco Elysium, right? Because I saw Disco Elysium and thought, okay, that's gonna be a pretty good game. People say a lot of good things about it, and I quite like complicated like role play games and very artsy stuff from time to time. And apparently, this is one that's really good. So I sort of put it on my wish list, but I was just like, I'm just not in the mood for an RPG. Every single time I looked at it, it was really weird. It was almost like it was locked or something for me. I don't know. So, you guys ever like get that with a game? You just like you always want to play it, but you just never pick it up or something. But I did eventually pick up Disco Elysium though, and played it. So Frostpunk 2, when I heard about it, I was like, excellent. I'm really interested to sort of know like what they've kind of done with it, I suppose. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's quite common, honestly. I don't know. Like I'm sure some other people get, a bit more like they just sort of grab it, as it were. But yeah, I don't I unfortunately suffer a bit from like I don't know, lethargic paralysis, I suppose, or something like that. But anyway, yeah, Frostpunk 2. So they seem to have done a few things with it. I played the prologue. I'm not gonna play the prologue on stream if I can get away with it, because it's just it kind of it does have narrative, but it is short tutorial basically. And I don't necessarily want to bore you guys with it. So I'll be jumping in at chapter one. And I've already seen what chapter one entails, and I think the tutorial does a really good job of showing the new mechanics, as it were, or at least some of the new mechanics, the very basics, right? I don't think it covers everything in sufficient detail, unfortunately. But then again, that what tutorial fucking doesn't, right? Like, we're just going to be jumping in at chapter one. There's a lot to unpack, and I've actually just like I've taken a little bit of stock of the situation. This situation has been going through my brain the whole day. I'm like, I am fucking ready to play a freaking city management game, like crazy, you know, like because I actually really like city management games. Anybody played Banished? Has anybody played Banished in chat? Because I freaking love Banished, right? Colonial Charter mod for Banished is amazing. Freaking love Banished. People, I remember when it first came out, people said it was really hard. I always find it kind of easy, I really, really enjoyed that sort of style of game, and I've played. There's been quite a few Banished sort of clones, really. You know, sort of, not necessarily clones, but like, you know, they've taken the Banished sort of formula. They might have just cloned it, or let's be real, because the freaking clones exist. But they've also put like some who have their like own sort of spin on things. I really enjoy those games. Timberborn is actually one I think which is really good. I get a bit annoyed with the district management thing in Timberborn personally. Not the best fan of Timberborn. But I really love what they did with freaking. I mean, I really love what they did with freaking dams, man. Because like the whole thing is about beavers and like it's entirely based around dams and everything. It's a really cute, lovely game. If you haven't played Timberborn, 100%. You know, I encourage you to pick it up if you really like Banished and the like, because yeah, it's a really, really solid take on that sort of formula. And the other one I really like with Timberborn actually is you guys ever see a lot of video games where the buildings can actually stack on top of each other. Like I don't think you see that very often, you know, like because in Timberborn you can put down buildings with like a solid foundation, right? And you can then put buildings of the same type on top of it, and you can build like stairs to it and stuff like that. And you can get these really sprawling, dynamic-looking layouts, which actually look very natural. And they look like proper, like sprawling modern, well, not necessarily modern architecture, but you know, that sort of like old style, like you know, convoluted cities or like concrete, you know, sort of blockhouse sort of stuff. But yeah, I really like that one. But anyway, Frostpunk. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I've put it on like a slightly harder difficulty because I think I'm decent at Frostpunk. I'm not amazing at Frostpunk, but I am decent at it. I did play through like most of like I think the normal difficulty, which is supposed to be pretty hard. I've also played like, you know, the Winterholm scenario. I really really liked the Winterholm scenario. The That was actually probably my the really really fun DLC if you want to get the DLC for Frostpunk. I think that was the one that they did the best in. And obviously the base game is also really fun. Yeah, so I think I'm decent at these sorts of games. We shall see how decent I am as we play. Because I think yeah, I literally every single pop-up literally tells you, by the way, this game is hard. So it's either gonna go really well or really badly. Let's get into it. Alright, I'm gonna turn my freaking sound up because I can barely freaking hear the thing. There we go. Alright. The other thing that's really, really good with Frostpunk, by the way, is just the actual sound. Like, how many games have you guys played because you heard the soundtrack and you thought actually that sounds freaking cool? Because I think there's been a couple like that which I've seen before and I've sort of like picked up because the soundtrack was so freaking amazing. I think Nikkei did that with me, funnily enough, and I don't like Nikkei like as a game, I suppose. I quite like the story and lore of DK, but the actual game is yeah, there's not much to it, unfortunately, in my opinion. But yeah, so we're gonna play on officer difficulty. This is scraping the barrel, which if I guess we're playing Hearts of Iron 4 or something. If you guys see anything wrong with the stream, by the way, or it actually looks like the music's a little bit loud, so I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. There we go, and it's just completely dropped off now. But do let me know if you guys can't hear me, or if there's any sort of like other problems and whatnot. Like, you know, I can diagnose what I can. But otherwise, we're just gonna go. I think I can go continue, but I want you guys to see like the intro cinematic because I think it's really cool. There we go, officer difficulty. And I think you can also do like a no, you're not allowed to pause as well. You guys play Total War? I'm a frickin' pause player. Like, I must pause at all, like, you know, every single situation that goes in. I'm a horrible pause player in any Total War I play. It's just, it's a real bad habit. I tried to get out of the, like, being a pause player for Total War, where I'm pausing the game all the time to, like, rejig my units and all those sorts of things. It was hard because like I got into such a loop of knowing. Oh, hang on. This is a really good cutscene, by the way. So oh, hang on. We can pause a sec while I finish my tangent. Yeah. So I tried to like train myself out of being a pause player because it was just getting so bad. Because like every single little situation that I was sort of getting into. Like, you know, it was like it was easy for me to basically just hit the pause button and just then resolve it like in like I was playing bloody chess or something. So eventually I just managed to say, you know what? I'm just banned from using it. And I actually had a lot more fun playing without pausing in Total War for a long time because just like, you know, it was it almost made it a bit more challenging again. I think pause in Total War makes things a little bit easy, or almost. But unfortunately, I have gone back to that because, yeah, and in city management, you don't necessarily need to pause. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up because this cutscene's great.
Can you hear us, Captain?
Do you hear us?
Gotta turn it up as well.
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us.
They've gone really stylish. You can tell there's more budget in this one.
I held New London together.
That's guys, that's me. That's us from like the first game.
United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts.
Not looking so good, unfortunately.
But the world around us is dead. Empty.
It's full of ice.
The city
Festus.
All that freaking like oil and sludge.
is not enough. We have to expand. After all,
You got airships
it's
and
us
everything. I think we had airships in the first
the
game.
end of the world.
Yes.
Now what indeed? After all, surely there's more to surviving than just surviving, right? There we go. It looks like it's gonna start us off at the prologue, which is very annoying. I guess we're playing the prologue then. I guess that means I can yap and tell you how the game works, basically, because like I pretty much figured it out. The prologue's actually sort of hard, guys, by the way. Like, you can't just, like, unga bunga it. You actually have to, like, think a little bit about it, funnily enough. Which surprised me greatly. Because I managed to get, like, the good ending. I'm gonna try and do it again for the prologue. But, because you can fail it and fuck it up. But I managed to get the good ending for it. But, like, it was a frickin' close. It was literally knife edge, like, photo finish. So this is basically how the, like, game is structured. Like, up here where I'm unfortunately covering it, I wonder if I can, like, go down in the bottom here. So you can guys kind of see all the UI and everything. Is that a bit better for you guys, chat? Like, because then you can see, like, the sort of like this bit over here and everything for the that. I don't think there's anything down here, unfortunately. I'll still leave chat over here. So yeah, there you go. So effectively we've got like food, shelter. We also have scraps and prefab. They're like, you know, our currency and like building blocks, as it were. Like workforce is now like a thing that you allocate and stuff like that. We got a timer over here. The temperature, obviously it's -20, pretty chilly. And down here is basically where we build stuff. And it's actually on like a hexagonal grid this time, rather than how that sort of like circular circuit thing that was going on before. And basically the first thing that we've got to do is we've actually just got to like frost break stuff, which is basically like, you know, trying to like break the ice around everything so that we can actually, you know, settle down and like, you know, actually, you know, build buildings and stuff. So I think I'm gonna frost break around here just to sort of give us a bit of space for housing and stuff. And the other area I'm gonna frost break is all the way down here, because we need to snake all the way down here to try and get to food, which is gonna be a big problem if we can't get any. Trust me on that, guys. Premonition from the future. We also want to frost break over there, but let's just leave those for now and continue on. There we go. So that's the first expansion done. Now what we need to do is we need to put down districts, basically. And there's a couple of different districts in the full game. There's like more, basically. So we'll put down that one there, and you have to put down like a couple of different tiles, basically, to sort of like, you know, spread it out, I suppose. There we go. And the next thing that we'll probably want to do is we need to frost break over to here. I keep pressing that button, annoyingly. I really need to get out of that. I'll just do 3 tiles over here because there's nothing else over here, really, that we need to worry about. And we also have like a daily scraps income as well. There we go. And scraps, I think, is basically how we pay our workers, basically. It's just like currency, effectively. So that's also our furnace here. So we've got the generator stuff going on. So we can turn on the generator and, you know, we have to fuel it properly with like oil and stuff. So that's also a thing. I'm going to put down a food thing here so we can actually like start getting food because we're way low on food. We're also going to need housing, but we can't get that yet. We need to get this thing up before we can start thinking about housing, really. There we go. All right, so the oil is pumping, so we can turn on the generator, and we can actually get some heat and not die immediately, which is good. But heat is going to be very freaking important in the, you know, Iceland, or however it is. We want the housing district. So obviously around the generator is a bit warmer. So I'm gonna try and like huddle everything together a little bit so we can get as much heat as possible in here. We need 60 scraps, which is gonna be quite a long time before we can get another one of those. And frostbreaking takes 30. So I feel like getting the second housing district's probably the right call before we start like giga expanding this way. Cause we're gonna need to get like, I think if right, there you go. That's a good little map node. Because we need to get to here. This is a really good source of food, but it's a long way away. And then we need to get here, because this is like a construction prefab stuff. We also need to get up here. So I think what I'll do is I'll snake up to here, and then snake all the way this way, basically. And sort of like go that way rather than sort of like up and over or something. I don't know how efficient that is. Probably not very efficient. But we'll see. Alright, so we've got that done. So let's build our second housing district. Because I think this houses 15 shelter. And this is gonna do 15 shelter. So we need about 2 of those to get everybody housed properly. There we go. Furnace is on. We are going to get a cold spot in a bit as well, so we're going to need to start pumping some more oil as well, which is going to be, it's going to be a constant like drag on our resources to actually like keep oil going. So that's going to be something we need to sort of like keep an eye on. I'm actually just going to start frost breaking in this direction now, quite significantly so, just to sort of start working on this. We could get up this way as well, I think, just about, yeah, because I want to get over here. We got a little event. Yeah, they're worried about food, basically. We need to get, like, a bunch of food by the end of this timer. That's how the tutorial functions. Unfortunately, this is knowledge from the future, which I don't like doing. But, you know, we'll see. See, there you go. We have 74 weeks to get 40,000 food. So we need to increase our food output, number one. We also need to increase our materials so that we can actually, because each of these districts use materials in order to like function. So we need to start producing those as well, basically. So I'm gonna start snaking my way over to here. I don't know if like I redeem more scraps or something if I don't use these. But what I'm gonna go and do is go over to here. And then we need to wait for another 5 scrap, and then we'll snake all the way over to this area. This area is like a really, really good food deposit. So we'll try and get that as quick as we can. I'll do that, then I think we'll... or is it better to get the oil wagon? No, because this will work more efficiently if we have more materials. So we need to work on... Oh, you can already see I'm having to spin multiple plates here. Alright, okay. Let's just focus on the frost breaking. Let's just focus on getting to where we need to go. I think is probably the right call. There you go. So we've already got to like where we need to go. Now we just need to focus on getting the right districts up. There you go. So I think this is gonna be 50. I don't know how much that's actually gonna extract. That's the problem. Output, I think it's 150, so that's probably gonna be enough. for now. There we go. We are slightly down on shelter. Do we want to really build an entire frickin' other housing district? That's the problem. That's the question. Just for 5 people. We could do it. 60 scraps is a lot, though. And I need this oil right now, because, like, it's going to get colder before, and I need to keep everything heated so that everybody can keep going, basically. Because food is the, like, win condition, basically. So we need to really focus on that. So there you go. We can get another extraction district on this oil, and we're done for a little bit on that. Food district is going to require 60, so I'm going to wait till we get 60, basically. Okay, a lot of people are sick. That's not good. There we go. Okay, well, I waited a bit too long, unfortunately. Right, let's get this food district up. And the other thing that we will need is a food stockpile, because that will allow us to actually stockpile enough food, because right now we can only stockpile 10,000. We need to stockpile 40,000. And we also need to, like, really go hard on food now, because otherwise we're just not going to have enough. Like, we need to, like 3,000%, like, crunch this. Because that's gonna be the defeat condition. And if this is actually just enough to heat stuff, then actually this cold spot is still gonna hurt us. So let's have a little look about where we can go next to solve that problem. We could actually go up here, maybe? We do sort of this sort of layout, because we're going to run out of prefabs at some point as well here. We're starting to run out of prefabs, and we need those to start keep building stuff. So I think if we frost break over to here, then we'll probably be good. It's freaking stressful, guys. Just, like, staring at this and just thinking, God, because I actually know what I need to do here as well, which is kind of funny. Right, this is done. So let's just demolish this immediately, just so we can get some, like just some rebate for it. This we probably need to just go for, like, emergency shifts or something. Because this is really worrying me that this isn't done yet. I mean, it's not done yet because this isn't done. But, you know. Right. Another bit of frost break to get over to here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, hang on. There. And just that one. Which is irritating as hell, but, you know, whatever. So, stockpiles will be ready at 87 weeks. That's not enough. So, we're going to need to do... So, from what I can understand, there's, like, a politics system now. And let's say you basically have different factions. We only have one for the tutorial, but basically what you can do is you can, like, you know, do certain things, and it, like, gives them, like, you know, that you get trust based on your actions here. What we're going to do is we're going to restrict food supplies. And as you can see, now we're at 51 weeks rather than 55. So if we keep cranking, we'll make this. But, like, you know, we're going to need to keep going quite a lot. So we got 25,000 for the stockpile limit. So we actually need another food stockpile at some point as well. That's a bit worrying. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we got an event. Cool. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food. Well, you're not doing that. We're surviving. We're all in this together, all right? We're gonna get through this. I managed to succeed the last time when I did this not on stream, and now it's my a point of pride that I can frickin' do this. I'm actually not gonna worry about the other oil wagon. I'm just gonna worry about getting more food, I think. So let's Frostbreak over to here. And we'll start moving this way anyway. I don't know if that makes it take longer. Then hopefully we can get that other food deposit up in time. I think what I'm gonna do is emergency shifts this. Then at the very least, yeah, that sounds like stockpiles are going to be ready quite quickly now if we keep that pace up. It's a bit of a brutal pace, but, you know. I'd rather win handily. Looks cold? Oh, it's freaking cold, alright. It's just ice everywhere, my man. Yeah, because I think that will bring us up to maybe 35,000? Who knows? Cool, so we've broken over to here, which means we can get this other food district when we get enough scraps. Cool, got another event. Oh yeah! One of our Frostbreaking crew uncovered the frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His soldier patch reads New London Scouts. He has an obscure insignia. So last time I went and picked order for because in the first game that you get a decision where you can pick order or faith as like almost like an ideology in the late game. I picked order because it's 100% better. Because I prefer fascism over Christianity, honestly. That was a joke, by the way. Just in-game, alright? Sorry, in Minecraft! Damn. Lack of prefabs. Yeah, I know. I've already got another extraction district over here, so we're fine. I don't know what you're complaining about, darling. So, okay, so our stockpile is 40,000. So we'll 100% meet it as long as we just keep our pace, which is a bit of a nasty pace, but you know, we'll get there. What if I can... Okay, I don't have the workforce now, unfortunately, because some of them are a bit busy doing other things. We will need to worry about oil, unfortunately. So let's just pop that down, because then that will counteract the cold debuff. Always amazes me the graphics built for a game like this, overlays and story graphics. There's a lot of like art assets that go into video game development, and I think that people don't necessarily realize that, like how much art stuff actually happens. Because like somebody had to draw all of these little things, right? It's not just, you know, like something that somebody cooked up over a weekend or something that's generated by code, right? I mean, some of it is generated by code, probably. Because you can do HTML and CSS and all that sort of stuff. But, like, it takes a hell of a lot of work to do all of this. Like, you know, it's no small feat doing any of this, honestly. So, I think they should be really proud of, like, making something that looks really, really good. I actually quite like the UI most of the time. It looked a little bit like, I'm not quite sure about it when I first looked at it. But I quite like it, honestly. It's alright. I think we can ease up here, actually. Because look at this, like 22 weeks. Like we're gonna get there. We're gonna complete this tutorial quite quickly, I think, because I know what I'm doing. We could keep going this way, but I don't really want to push it. Like, this is a good pace. This is solid. I guess we could build another housing district for that one guy. But then that costs heat, man. This costs a lot of heat. Don't really want to do that. 100 workforce as well. Don't think we have the population for it, unfortunately. Might just have to be it. On top of all that, the conceptual art. Oh yeah, like all of the actual concepting phase and everything that's you know, that goes into it and everything. Yeah, 100%. That's another thing, right? All right, cold season demand is increased. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like this extraction district did enough to offset that. Annoyingly. Let's see if we can find an... Okay, I think we're actually maxed out on the tutorial, so we just have to deal with that, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything we can do here. We could go into overdrive for a bit. Why not? I'm just gonna keep that in mind. Okay, that doesn't actually help. We're still unfulfilled. So I'm gonna keep that off then. No sense risking the generator. Actually, does that stay? Or does that go down? Yeah, okay, that comes down. Cool. Thank fuck. Oh, that would break my generator on the first game. That would be you know, very embarrassing. It'd be great to, you know, it'd be great if I had more people. That's all I'll say. But I unfortunately don't. So there we go. But I think we'll make this in time. Like I'm just gonna fast forward until we do. I think we got like 30 weeks until the whiteout. And we have plenty of time. Deadly cold? Due to the cold, some of our people have frozen to death. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway. Like, this is the reality of the situation, unfortunately. Right, that has all been extracted. So what I'll do is I'll demolish it. I still don't have the workforce in order to keep going, so we're just gonna keep going. That's been 100% taken up as well. That's a food district, annoyingly, which is a little bit concerning. Well, it's not really concerning. We're like a week away from like surviving and winning, so I think we're all right. What I'll do is I'll just do this, basically. And then we can grab those. Okay, now the food is secured. Now we wait, basically. So we could just gotta wait 20 minutes. I might just fast forward it for now, honestly. Because, like, we don't really need to do an awful lot more. We just sort of wait, and then, like, we win, basically. Why complicate it? But yeah, there's a lot that goes into video game development, really, that you don't really think about, I suppose. Come on, I want to get to the real game. I've been thinking about the real game for a long time. I don't want to be playing this tutorial again. There we go. Bam, we win. I was kind of expecting me to just win, to be honest, but you know. I actually think that the Dreadnought is the train from Winterholm. So I guess that's what happened when after you played Winterholm, or something like that. Because there was a big train in that. Alright. Against all odds, when the whiteout hit the camp, the Wanderers were ready. Everyone was thankful we acted fast and gathered enough food in time. The miracle of the seal colony strengthens our hope that our journey will lead to a promised land. Our elders have added this story to our great tales, alongside warnings about a sinful city that still pumps out smoke into the sky. I wonder what city that will be. Because we survived the end of the world, and now we will conquer it or something, I guess. Now what? Yeah. It was actually an interesting little question that I sort of asked after the whole, like, Frostpunk one. Like, what do they do now? Like, you know, because they can survive the land, What are they gonna do next? And I guess the next thing is to go out into the world and expand. But, you know, that's gonna be pretty difficult. There it is! Looking pretty sharp, I think, honestly. The old captain is dead. New London is weak. Food is low. Overpopulation looms, and coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Ooh. Keep the city together, and keep surviving, I guess. Or hold its hand on its deathbed. Ooh. Well, I think we can outdo the captain. I think we're gonna survive. We're gonna thrive. I vow to you now, chat, as on my pride as a unicorn, we will fight back and we will take back the icy plains for humanity once again. We shall rebuild the British Empire. Ah, this is gonna be fun. Right, coal is running out. The captain is dead. As he weakened, growing divisions brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward, it is your charge to lead, and you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Right, immediately pause, because there is a lot to sort of like, you know, take a hold of. So we kind of have the city here, and we don't actually play in the city in the, from what I can understand. We have like the generator, but we also just like, we don't play in the city, we play outside the city, like similarly to how we were, you know, playing before. So we've still got districts, we've still got buildings. It looks like these other stuff, like, you know, we've got like special buildings that we can build in the city itself. But otherwise, we produce hubs and districts which do stuff outside of the city itself. And we also need to like frost break everywhere, and so we can get to places too. So let's have a little bit of a think. So if I vaguely remember, if I go over to construct, I think districts, that sort of lets me see. So this is a really good area for food. That's like a way station place. Iron vine for material. Prefabs over here, materials. It looks like there's a lot of materials over here, maybe. Yeah, that's like millions of materials. This is thousands. And it looks like we've got heat stamps. I think that's like currency. Okay, shelter is low. We do have some food, but it's gonna last about 55 weeks. So we got a little bit of time on food, so we don't need to rush too much on food. And goods. I guess that's the stuff we produce for people or something like that. We've got coal over here. That's gonna allow us to heat the generator. So we need to get over here ASAP, basically. What's this? Frozen forest. That looks like it's an infinite supply of materials. So maybe we frost break over to here to get the material. And then we... Okay, I think prefabs first, because we're gonna need that to... Although we do have quite a lot. How much do these cost? 100, 150, 200, 200, 200. What about the buildings? 40? Heat stamps is actually the thing that we need the most of. I think I'm gonna put down the council hall first, because that's gonna allow me to do politics stuff, like, right away. Heat is the first thing we need to do, and also, like, housing, really. Because without housing, our people are gonna die very fucking quickly. And I kind of want to preserve as many people as possible right at the start, because they're going to be a limited supply. So this is sheltered from the wind here. So this is a good place to build, basically. Okay, okay. Down here is like a crevasse. That's like a... That would be a good place to build eventually, I think. This is a bit smaller. So I think we're going to head this way. So if we build maybe here, here, like so. That'll at least give us how much? That gives us 20 shelter. Not a lot, basically. Okay. So maybe do another one of these here. How much is this? Okay. Trying to be as conservative as possible with, like... There we go. So that's a little bit of housing at the very least. Right. Where do we want to go? We want to go over here, 100%, because that's where all the coal is. I don't think there's any infinite sources of coal, which is a bit of a shame. So we're gonna have to go like so for now. That'll hit that coal seam there. That one there. And there. And then that will be, at the very least, getting some sort of stuff, basically. Industrial districts, they get prefabs. Okay. And these produce prefabs as well. Extracts resources from deposits. Processes materials into prefabs or goods. Oh, okay. Okay. So, like, okay, so materials themselves are like are something that we need to then process. Ooh. Logistics. Sends charting expeditions to the Frostland and transports resources between the city and its colonies and outposts. Okay, I think first off, let's start, like, putting this down. Because this will be the first, like, extraction stuff, because we want prefabs. And then here we can go for the material. A little bit there. And then we need, like, industrial district, I guess, to start processing these into goods. So maybe put that near a housing district. So putting that next to houses increases squalor, but also increases heat. I think I'm gonna put this just here for now. Because that will hit these two, like, extraction areas, and then hopefully that will sort of, like, help them be a bit warmer. But I don't want to put it too close to the housing district. Okay, so that's going to be industry setup for now. Produces prefabs. But we can set it to goods, probably. Now, the next thing that we need to worry about, then, is more housing and food. But I think for now, what we might do is we'll probably unpause for a little bit. Food is probably going to be easier to do. I'm just a little bit cautious about, like, having the materials to, like, solve the problem. Because invariably in these games, what I feel is best, guys, is getting the actual, like, you know, resources in order to solve your problem, rather than trying to, like, plug the hole of the problem, right? Like, if the ship is leaking and you don't have a board to put the, you know, over the hole, then trying to plug it with your hand isn't going to do much, right? It might, like, stop the inevitable, like, crash, but it's not gonna, you know, like, actually solve the problem, basically. So 2,600 of my guys are employed. I do actually have a lot more people that I could be using. So I could be doing a lot more frostbreaking. Where do we want to go, frostbreak-wise? I kind of want to head over here. I guess let's just go, like, here for now. Just to, at the very least, start making our way towards the food. Because that's going to be something we need to do anyway. And if I've got the capacity, manpower-wise, to do it, I might as well do it. And over here, there's a lot of materials as well. I kind of want this. There's too many places to go. We need to make our way this way as well, because that's where there's going to be some good, like, places for housing. So I think that'll be it for now. We've got quite a bit of trust. Let's see what we can do with these guys. Fund projects, improve relations, or raise funds, just grab some more money. Demand funds. Okay. Might be a good idea to just start shaking these guys down early. Honestly.
Steward.
Guys, okay, that's 260 you guys get me. 270, 207. 16 a week. Yeah, we kind of need to go rapid in the early game. So, and I also want to see how much this hurts our relations as well. Okay, that's a little bit of hurt, but we did get a lot of stuff from that. I might do it to the New Londoners as well. Leave these guys for now alone for now. And at the very least, that gives us a lot of that gives us a lot of income to work with, honestly. Right, let's go. Could build the research institute next. I'm gonna do that after the council. So generous of them to donate to our worthy cause. Right. Yeah, it's gonna get colder. The situation's gonna get a little bit worse before it gets better, but I think that, like, once we start, you know, getting, you know, coal in here and getting all these housing districts up, it'll be alright. Something, get to that shit money. Yeah, exactly. We're just, guys, the king needs money for ships. I don't know what your problem is. Alright. The council gathers for the first time. We can vote in new laws. Okay. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their stay. The stalwarts maintained order on behalf of the captain. Okay, so the stalwarts are my privileged group of you know, upper class, you know, what's the saying? Close group of advisors. And they adhere to what they claim was his vision for New London: progress, merit, and reason. The New Londoners and the Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, though neither of them has a firm stance on economic or social issues. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their new role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. Okay. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. Oh gosh. Okay. I think we need to grab executive power, guys. I love democracy. I love the Republic. But in these trying times, I believe that we need a firm hand on the wheel. When you return to the Council of the Future, you'll be able to propose new laws to vote upon. But for now, a special vote needs to happen. The communities have to accept you as their new leader. If you fail, it may end your... Oh, crap. Okay. Right. So, we need to, like, double-click on a delegate to view their Okay, there's a lot of stuff that's happening here. Ooh, their lights light up when I sort of, like, go over them. Okay. Voting in 10 weeks. Should the steward remain in power? If this vote fails, the delegates will immediately leave you from office. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have shooken down all of the communities first. Maybe I should have waited for this political vote before I... Maybe we should have waited. Maybe we should have like let taxes, you know, settle for a minute. Okay. So they're neutral, I guess. 43% of the city is a Frostlander. That's interesting. So actually, the New Londoners and the Frostlanders are way more important than the Stalwarts, because the Stalwarts are not nearly as, like, you know, populous for this particular vote. 65% are hesitant. Okay. Well, we got 22 for and 14 against. Negotiate with delegates and try and influence the way they vote. Okay, let's have a little think. Why don't we negotiate with... Let's just negotiate with the most populous first. Why not? They will vote for passing of the law during the next vote. Yeah, please vote for me. Vote for continue me being in power. Okay. And use a community action on the New Londoners. Enact mass-produced goods. City improve chemical additives with tested and tolerable risk values. Ooh, okay. Let's just say that I will start mass producing goods. Yeah, let's go for that. There, I accept these terms. Okay, this looks like it's in the bag a little bit now more. I'm gonna check back on this later, I think. We're just gonna... If you change the law or quit now, you will lose your negotiation setup. Oh, do we have to, like, vote on it now? Okay. Maybe I should negotiate a bit more then. I want this in the bag. Let's have a little look at the stalwarts then. So, actually let's look at the Frostlanders first. Should the steward remain in power? Use community fund projects. They want projects to be done. Expedition support. Forged initiatives. Citizens will provide some food during calm weather. Only natural foraged ingredients may be added to food. We'll train people to forage in these tons of food. Okay, let's have a little... Okay, hang on. I'm going back. Not quitting the whole thing. What about the stalwarts then? Mandatory school. Ooh. Research speed increased and heat stamps income per capita slightly decreased. Okay. Infectious badge. Contagious people will be required to wear a specific badge that allows others to limit their interactions with them if they deem it appropriate. Ooh. That's freaking spicy. Also, they want these fun projects. I quite like the idea of mandatory schooling. Guaranteed children will have success. I quite like that idea that research speed is better, because I kind of feel like researching our way out of the problem is probably a good idea. It will get us the votes to make this, like, in the bag. So I think I'm gonna say, look, I will do mandatory schooling for everybody, and you just have to believe me, okay? So at least 61, we have this in the bag, I think. We could get voted out, but I don't think so. Vote of confidence. 61 for, 70, 77 for. There we go. I love democracy. I love the Republic. If you all agree to emergency powers, I will shepherd us through this crisis as your supreme chancellor, the steward of New London. There we go. Now I need to fucking keep my promises. Right, I've got to pass mandatory school. I've got to pass goods. 39 weeks. All right. Okay. Well, we want. Let's actually go and like think about. So it takes 9 weeks for another council. Okay. So we need. We have a little bit of time before we need to worry about that. Then let's then actually focus on dealing with the problems. So Extraction districts. Let's go. Like, full on out. There we go. And that's going to get us a bit of coal. So now we need to frost break over to here. Just get us a nice chunky bit of land to work with. So that we can actually start gathering coal as well. The uni and unicorn stands for the one vote you get. Yeah. 100%. You get one option to vote, and you get a vote for me, and that's it. Right. Let's start frost breaking over to here. So we've got like this area to use. Good little bit of housing district probably. Yeah, if we get there and there, maybe that's a nice little chunky bit. There we go. First extraction district is online and operational. Okay. That is starting to give us a bit more materials, which is really, really good. The industrial district is going to start producing goods. There we go. Oh, I love the freaking way this looks. Wow, that's really, really cool. Okay, that looks like it's like dynamically built as part of the terrain. That's really cool. Okay, the generator is still disabled. We're gonna need to turn that on pretty soon, honestly. We do have a little bit of a housing shortage still. But now that that frost breaking is done, I'm gonna put another housing district down here, and hopefully that will solve the issue. There we go. So I think that will get us just enough housing to like just keep going, basically. Because that's all we need to do. We just need to keep going, guys. That's the only thing we need to worry about. Just keep on trucking. One problem at a time. And just, you know, it'll all be fine eventually. We actually have a lot of heat stamps to work with, honestly, after I shut down all those people. Maybe fascism is the right way to go. In Minecraft. In Minecraft. Guys. It's alright. Cool. Right. Goods production. Yes, I know it's goods production. But, so that's still chucking away. This almost looks like it's... Hang on, I'm trying to read this. Demand is 150, requirements 50 from the industrial district. Output is 200. I think this is fixing itself. Oh no, that's the stockpile going down. I'm an idiot. Okay. So we're not producing enough, but like we have loads in the stockpile. Okay, right. I understand that screen now. Right. Let's focus on coal, because coal is 100% like the problem right now, and also housing. Housing is also a problem. Sure, like many things are a problem. Okay, many things. It's fine. We're getting there. Again, I'm getting the plate spinning feeling again. You know, just that. Right. Got our first extraction district on. Expand the district to increase its output and provide one additional building slot. Okay, interesting. So this is producing coal. Let's turn on the generator then, now that that's going. And let's see what the effect of that is. Good work! We've secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last long. We'll need to improve our mining to use it efficiently. The city's communities are voicing different ideas about how to do it. Okay. So we've got the way to solve the problem. We just need to figure out how effectively. So that is minus 70. Okay, right. Numbers. So we need 190. We have 750 in the stockpile. The extraction district is getting 120 a day. So spending Oh, it won't last very long, basically. It will last for 1 week. Okay, right, we need more coal then. 100% more coal. There we go. Another coal district over here, probably, as well. That's gonna be really good for housing, probably, honestly. I don't want to use all of this for like, extraction stuff. So let's frost break this stuff. There we go. And then hopefully that'll be enough to, like, you know, get that other coal district operational. Okay. We're winning, boys! I think. Well, we're not really winning, but, you know, we're 100% going to need food at some point, but, you know, one problem at a time. Oh yeah, the other one we want to build is the Research Institute at some point. That needs to be built somewhere, I guess. Where do we put this? Unlocks the idea tree. So that's going to be pretty important because that's going to be like research stuff. Do we put it here or something? So if I go to the housing district... I think I need to expand it, and then that gives me a building slot. Oh. So if I do that... If I do that there, okay. Okay, I need to, like, clear some more space, I think? Yeah, because none of this is freaking, like, broken. So, and then we can expand it and we can get the research thing. Okay. We're getting there. Coal left or... Oh, shit, this is a doom clock. We have 638 weeks of coal. Before we... Okay. Oh, okay. I think this is, like, our coal reserves. So that's not so bad, then. Not so bad at all, honestly. Right, I can expand there. There you go. That will be the thing we expand. So then we can get another building in there. Okay. Right. Whilst that's going on and we're worrying about that, let's start clearing some of this area for the food production area, because that's going to be the second problem that we're going to face. Oh, somebody's had a kid. People gather around the generator tower as it wakes with a thundering shudder, bestows heat on us yet again. The heart of the city, our last line of defense against the cold. Our first hope for a future, any future. Stuart, there's a couple who said their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment that the generator sprang to life. They called her Lily May. They asked that you bless her. Oh, you gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may have a future. Okay, well, that's totally not going to be a thing that we get freaking, like, a little bit, yeah. That's totally not going to be something that they use against us in any shape or form, ever, you know? Right. Right, the extraction district is ready. And this is going to be finished soon, so I'm going to put the, let's put down our building then. Okay. Rip, born with many death flags. I'm sorry, child, but it doesn't look good for you, I'm afraid. You were born with just so many death flags, bro. It's not even funny. 40 weeks. Okay, we need to, like, pass a law. We need to pass a law. No common rules. Mass produce goods. That's the one we wanted, right? Goods production efficiency is increased. Goods demand per capita is slightly decreased. I 100% am happy with this, honestly. That sounds like a good law. 22 against, 21 hesitant, 57 for. I think we can pass this. I don't think we need to talk about this. I think we're getting, yeah, 57 for 60, 60, 67, 69. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Mass production 69. All right. So now that that's passed, we at least got that done. And that actually means that we are starting to produce much more goods, which is really, really good for us. Okay. So we're getting more coal. The coal production is up. The goods production is now good. We need to start worrying about food now because we're all properly housed. The research lab is ready. Ooh, okay. Small crowd gathers outside the new research institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The stalwarts and the New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with the developing of their idea. Alright, let's have a little look. So this is the idea tree. Different communities propose diverging answers to the same issue. You'll only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Okay, so let's have a little look about how to deal with the coal situation then. So you guys want a dust coal mine. Mining operation where residue coal dust is sucked up and compressed into briquettes to make maximum use of the resource. So that's more coal output. Disease is slightly increased, and there's more demand for materials. Okay. Blasting furnace. So this gets me more coal. Squalor is increased. And there's more... So this is basically a much more effective solution. And it looks like there's less workforce requirement as well. So this is... But squalor does increase from doing this. So that's sort of like the trade-off, I suppose, for the New Londoners. And the stalwarts want to use a blasting coal mine. Oh, these guys, stalwarts agree with the idea. Oh. Well, I think I know what I'm going with then. I don't know, like... This looks like it would be better for people, but again, disease slightly increased as well. Likelihood that people get sick. People get sick all the time in this freaking game. I think I'm just gonna go with the blasting furnace, honestly. Yeah, the blasting furnace is probably the best one. Let's research that. I don't care about the environment. Fuck you all. The environment's already fucked. Like, what are you gonna complain about? It's freaking ice everywhere, man. Alright. Let's start solving the food problem. Like, we need to start solving the food problem right now, otherwise we're not gonna start solving it. Okay, we need more workforce to solve the food problem. That's not good, because I think I'm all out of people. Available. Sick, absent, buildings, housing districts, extraction districts, industrial districts, dense housing districts. Fuck. Okay. So we can't get another food district because we don't have enough people. That's a bit of a problem. That is definitely a bit of a problem. Okay, I am going to temporarily, I think, because this is extracting prefabs. We don't really need prefabs all that much. So I'm wondering if I can shut it down or something. I can go emergency shifts on it. I can expand the district. Oh, I can deactivate the district. Okay, so that should give me workforce back, I think. Okay. And then we can start food production. Over here. There we go. I love these lanes that sort of snake out from the city. I don't know how much that's going to produce, but we don't really have an awful lot more people to utilize, unfortunately. That's going to be it for a while. We're going to have to take in new migrants or wait for more people to, you know, like, be born, I suppose. Which isn't good, considering that we're absolutely shedding food supply.
Do not waste time on repairs. A new model is safer than a repurposed one.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with, like, throwing away right to repair, thank you very much. But, if you say so. Okay. What's the other one that we've got going? This is... What is this extracting? Material. Well, we're kind of losing a lot of materials anyway, because we just have a load that is stockpiled. So that's also kind of a problem. We just don't have enough people, man. I guess we could keep flipping back from time to time. What happens if we shut this coal district, actually? That actually provides us a lot back, and we are still in credit for coal. So I think that's probably what I need to focus on, is just getting into credit and not necessarily, like, doing loads well. It's good to have you back. It was terrible. The generator is revered and respected by the store. Okay. I mean, I kind of respect the generator as well, because it's kind of keeping everybody alive, you know? Alright, let's just keep frostbreaking over here. Like, you know, our life bloody depends on it. It would be good to get over here as well. I don't necessarily know what that is. It's the iron mine over there as well. Let's try and snake over there. Over to here. As best we can. Because that's probably going to be very crucial. Idea tree. Five sick people have returned to work. Good. Get back to work, please. Okay. Alright, the food district is up, and it is disappointing. It is actually knocked us back on coal, irritatingly. And we still haven't actually plugged the hole in food surplus. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. If that's the case, I'm going to deactivate this district, because we can afford to shed materials for now. And what we will do is we'll build another food district. I'm guessing here, maybe? Yeah, why not? That should supply us with just enough, I think. Because this is producing how much? How much are we producing? So the food district is producing 50. So if this produces another 50, then I think we'll be in credit for food, which is good. Then we're just lacking people for coal. But we can easily just put somebody back on coal, and that solves the problem, basically. Although we are going to get a cold snap pretty soon, so we need to keep that in mind. Not good. Not good at all. I'm probably also going to want to start, like, building, I don't know. Probably going to need a logistics at some point as well. Stockpile hubs. Kind of don't really need that at this point. Heating hub. What does this do? Proximity heat demand in neighboring districts is decreased, but for an increase in materials. Okay, interesting. Okay, now we need to pass mandatory schooling, because we promised that we would. So research speed is slightly increased. Heat stamps income per capita is slightly decreased. There's actually quite a few people who don't like this, unfortunately. Let's have a little negotiate to see what we can get. Maybe the Frostlanders will be alright with this. I don't think I've done anything for them yet. So let's see. Weather adjusted shifts. Production efficiency is decreased. Disease resistance is increased. Heat demanded districts other than housing is decreased. Or expedition support. Expedition support seems like a good idea. Expedition time is slightly decreased. I kind of want to know what that's gonna be first, honestly. Like, can we go back here real quick, maybe? Oh no, we're already fucking voting on it. Okay, like, we can't actually, like, investigate something else. Right, what do the New Londoners want? Machine-centric shifts. Workforce requirement is decreased. Squalor has been increased. City development effort. Main district produces a small amount of prefabs. I think expedition time doesn't sound that useful. And I suspect there's another law about expeditions, which is better. So I think I'm going to do the city development effort. And that will get this law across the line. There we go. 64-4. Perfect.
Hear ye, hear ye. The delegates have effect.
So people are trusting me properly, which is good, because as you all know, guys, I am very trustworthy with my absolute power. Right.
Take note.
Oh.
All enters into force.
Okay. So our idea tree just finished with the coal mine. Now we need to think about... Ooh, we can think about advanced coal mining or housing insulation. Ooh. Requires oil supply, access to steam, access to oil. I think let's look at housing insulation. Asbestos lining. Base heat demand for housing is decreased. Okay. Just everybody freaking loves asbestos lining, apparently. Okay, I'll do asbestos lining for the Frostlanders. And then that will, like, make them like me a bit. Because I'm pretty sure they are probably the ones that like me the least for now. Because I keep not doing their policies. So we'll do that. Construct the newly researched building. Okay. So, extraction, blasting coal mine. And I guess we put that in one of our mining areas. Okay. So put that there, I suppose. Can we put it, like, multiple times? Okay. Yes. Okay. Increases squalor but outputs more coal. Actually, that's really efficient for us. Because I think then I can cancel, like, one of these other, like, districts or something. Okay. Right. So it sounds like you need to put down districts and then put down buildings on top of them, which like modify them or whatever. Okay, we're in surplus for food, which is good. Good, good. We're just really bleeding materials now, which is a bit of a problem. That's the only thing that is sort of a bit of a big problem, honestly. Right. The next thing that we could do, possibly, is we get to here. And I don't know what this is gonna do, or what that allows me to do, but hopefully it will become apparent pretty quickly. Okay, lack of common rules among our people can lead to trouble, but as the council debates on the future of the city, all are concerned about the day our last coal deposits run out. We must explore the Frostland to get more sources of fuel. Yeah, I kind of agree. We can't just keep mining coal forever, guys. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be there for a while, though, right? I mean, 169 weeks. Before New London's coal supply runs out. Build a logistics district on the old way station. Oh, we're already at the old way station. That's good. Find a permanent source of fuel outside the city. Okay. We're gonna need to start building solar panels or something. Can you imagine if we like went fully anti-punk right now, or anti-steampunk, and we just started putting down freaking solar power and shit? That would be funny. Right, let's deactivate this district then, because that gives us plus 30. I want to reactivate this one to start giving us more, like, you know, materials. And we really need to start, like, you know, getting more materials. That's, like, the next thing we need to do, really. We could put another one down here, really. Like, there's quite a bit of stuff here. Like that, basically. And we could probably put 2 down. And that might be enough to offset our, like, drain. Because that's the one I'm worried about, because that's that will crater in 14 weeks.
Will be punished.
I just need more people, honestly. Like, that's actually a bit of a problem. We only have 300 people available, so we only have, like, one, I suppose, district, or something like that left. Not good, not good at all. At least we stopped food bleeding, honestly. That's really good. Okay, let's put down, I think it's an extraction district. Ugh, we just do not have the workforce, do we? Okay, let's put down the logistics and pray that that can solve our problem. I actually really need a law which helps us with material. Otherwise, we're just screwed, I think. I think our problem is that we went too far to, like, coal. And I think I overdid it on coal a little bit. That was a mistake. I regret putting down this 3rd district here. Like, these two are fine, I think. But this one, I think I overexpanded on. This one I thought was going to be more of a priority, but it turned out not to be. And I should have gone harder on material, basically. Otherwise, I think we did kind of okay. Let's have a little look to see if there's one for, like, you know, materials or something. Food additives. Food production and stuff we don't really need to worry about. The city itself. Contagion prevention, basic necessities, trust, heat stamps and production efficiency, community service. Ah, this was the expedition support one. Small amount of prefabs, heating demand is decreased. Heat stamps per ink. Oh, these are so much better, man. Society. Funerals. Okay. So, rules. Guard enforcers. What the heck is that? Ooh. Is this the take over the city and enforce my righteous regime button? The steward may deploy squads of well-trained, well-equipped guards to put down disruptions. Ooh. Citizens militias, hey? Guided voting. The steward may declare a motion vitally important to the city's survival, curtailing debate and convincing many of the wavering delegates to support it. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Okay, for now then, I guess we just do community service, and we just do city development. I think that's enough to make it pass, so I'll just vote for that. Not take over, just make sure that one vote is your vote. Yeah, 100%. It's not a takeover. It is a necessary part of the democratic process, guys. It's just I'm just seizing executive or power for a moment. I swear I will give it back.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
There we go. Right. Who is that man? Shoot that man. Right. Why has our coal suddenly cratered? Blasting coal mine. Oh, it's because it's colder. Well, shit. There we go. Asbestos lining. Perfect. That came in at the right time. Because now that we have that, let's just pause a sec. I think if we go to housing, I think that means all of our housing has just decreased the, bits and pieces. So that's good. Let's have a little look at some more ideas then. Food energy efficiency, heat dispatcher. 20 heat demand, 400 workforce requirement. Constructed in these districts, a control center where engineering teams monitor and distribute district heating. Actuated heat dispatcher. Okay, so basically more efficient, I guess. I kind of like the more efficient version. But we don't really need this right now because we don't have the people to, maintain it. We just don't have the manpower, man. I have 100 people available for work. Everybody else is taken up doing other shit. So let's not worry about that. What we could do instead is investigate food, I suppose. Base heat demand for food district is significantly increased. No one else shares this idea. It's kind of good, I think. All right, advanced coal mines. Advanced shaft coal mine. More coal output, more material demand. We're kind of dying in terms of I suppose material demands. So I think going for this was probably a good idea. And that's just gonna be working on passively in the meantime. What can we do to... We need to stop the bleeding, but I just don't have anybody to do it with. I'm hoping this will solve our problems. But I don't think it will, honestly. Because we could turn this on. But it requires more workforce, so we can't do it. Can survey stuff around New London. There we go. Ooh, okay. Now we have the other map, which is gonna be our world map. Okay, so makeshift shelters. Overpopulation and dwindling fuel reserves forced many residents of New London to take refuge in these temporary shelters. Yeah, come back! Come back, please! Please! Please come back! I need people! I need manpower! Right. Is that happening? Is that what's going on? Cool. Otherwise, the Frozen Bay. They have since returned to New London. Now the site way station. Now the site is a way station. Okay, okay. We just got them back, I guess. So let's go back into. How many people did we get?
District operational. First expedition
How many people?
in search
Come on.
for fuel will be launching shortly.
I kind of feel like that didn't work or something. Maybe they're coming back soon or something. Okay, so we can go to... It wants me to go over to here or over to here. The Frozen Bay. 30 years ago, the Imperial Expedition Company landed here. A few Hastel Piers. Okay. Possible findings. Prefabs, cores, and Frostland Dwellers. And this just gets more Frostland Dwellers. Why don't we go on the foothills first, then? I was right! The expedition did solve my problem. It just gave me slightly more problems. Let's build a housing district. Because these people are gonna need some homes really fast. Can we just put this down here? Yeah. Like so, I think. There we go. Nice little housing district for everybody. I can't remember how much the housing districts give. They output 20, so it's not enough. If I increase its output, so how much does a expanded one give? That's another 15 on top of that. So I think one more housing district and also an expansion to one of the housing districts. That gets us enough. I don't like that. There we go. And we probably want to do a bit more like breaking around here just so we have a bit more space as well. Right. Whew. That will solve the housing problem, but now we have other issues because we have more people. Okay, dokie. I think I'm gonna reopen this coal mine here. And we are gonna put down... Actually, we've got a lot of coal. Don't we? 45 days, well that's for 6 weeks. Okay, we don't have enough coal. We need heat stamps. Excuse me chaps, I need funds. I'm just gonna raise some funds, alright? Need sleep, love the game. Thank you very much for coming out, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a really good game so far, I think. It's one of those where I'm having to use a lot of my soft tissue, my brain power, which is a little bit, you know, a bit of a problem. But you know, I really like it. It's good so far. Too soon to perform this action? Fuck! I can't shake people down for money. No worries. See you around. Let's have a look-see then. What were we doing? What were we doing? We're building something. We're building a coal mine. That's what we were doing. Haha. Let's put it here. Fuck it. I like this district, even though it's kind of trash. We're just gonna need more heat stamps. 17 per week. Okay. The coal mine here will solve the coal issue, which is good. But Jesus Christ, man, we're just gonna die with in terms of materials, unfortunately. Like, that's the really big problem right now. I need another, like, extraction district for, like, here, and it's, like, I'm just not gonna get it in time, unfortunately. So we're gonna crater here. Just because we have... Yeah, we're doing that frost breaking. That's gonna... okay. Right. Extraction district on these. Because I think the extraction district gives us 150. Still not enough to... Oh, it could have given us 200, apparently. It's still not enough to actually, like, offset all of this, honestly. Which is a bit of a shame. Let's see how much that produces. Materials, man, materials. That's going to be the thing that kills us, unfortunately. 90 years old, 90 summers, well, winter's more like. I've had a good life, I guess. I've had a life anyway. Not everyone in the old Quintide crew can say the same. I've always thought I'd be sharing my Liddy's grave, but now Pete's pressuring me to donate my body to the city. Apparently them doctors are using dead folks' skin to fix up frostbite or something. Can't they leave me alone? Haven't I been through enough? Lack of a law regulating funerals is causing tension. Okay. That's something we need to look into then at the next council session, I suppose. Meantime, everything is fucked. At the very least, our food will last for a little while. It's just materials that we're gonna die on. That's like the big problem right now, unfortunately. Right, we are now fully housed, which is good. But we have a material scarcity. Fortunately, I think we'll have enough workforce to build another extraction thing here, and then we'll be fine. Except for the fact that we're not producing enough goods. We're gonna get another cold spike as well, which is gonna affect us real bad on the coal front. So I think we're gonna try stockpile that as much as possible. Let's actually fucking, like, emergency shift these. Right. This has made a dent, but it's not solved the problem yet, unfortunately. And unfortunately we can't build any buildings to help this, so we just need another frickin' extraction district. We still don't have the workforce for it, unfortunately. How much does this take? 600? Jesus Christ. That is a lot. That is a lot of dudes, people that are, like, sitting there. How much does this... This requires 600 people as well. And requires 50. What if we just stopped producing goods? Hang on. What if we just stopped? That reduces our material cost. It craters our goods supply. Will last for 5 weeks. If we get some more prefabs, then we can build another extraction thing here. And we just have to, like, flick between, unfortunately. For the moment. We're doing alright, I think. Significantly increased by material scarcity, squalor. Okay, that's a problem. All right, we'll deal with funerals. It's fine. We'll do it in a bit. We'll like the council session is literally now. You guys don't have to like keep complaining. Right. So needy, honestly. Right. We can either do harvesting or ceremonial burials. Do we want medical experiments, or do we want people to actually be treated with dignity? I kind of feel like the trust loss from deaths kind of means that, like, you know, that means that at the very least we don't have to worry about that too much. Harvesting funerals, disease slightly. This is only slightly increased and slightly decreased. I think it's not worth it, honestly. Supported by the stalwarts like this. I think I will propose the ceremonial funerals. So we'll do that for now. This looks like it might be a bit 50-50, so let's have a little look and see who wants to talk about. The stalwarts definitely don't like that, but that's fine for now. Let's talk to the New Londoners and see what they like, because the stalwarts and the New Londoners kind of get along quite well. So what do they want? Research the ventilation tower. A structure which uses high-powered mechanical fins to disperse foul air. For the heat demand, squalor is decreased. More workforce requirement. Ugh. Grant an agenda that New Londoners choose the next law to be voted on. Or construct a blasting coal mine. I don't mind letting them choose, like, what law we vote on next, honestly, because I don't really have too much of a strong opinion. So we'll do that, and then that'll solve the problem. For now, there you go. Democracy is restored once again.
The proposed law has been approved.
There we go. Funerals have been regulated. That fire is put out for now. Slight momentary annoying distraction, I know, but hey-ho. Because unfortunately, the big problem is materials still. We'll finally bury your brother properly. Rather than just dumping him out in the snow. Okay, that's enough prefab then. So let's turn this off for now. And let's build the extraction district here. That is not enough, so we need to frost break, annoyingly. But that's fine, because we can frost break over to here, I suppose. And we'll want to get over here as well at some point, so let's just keep going into that direction. And coal's gonna run out pretty soon as well, which is a bit concerning, honestly. Right. Stockpiles depleted. I am aware that stockpiles are a bit of a problem. Like, we'll be fine. Just trust in me. Trust in the steward. We'll be fine. We're already getting lots and lots of coal, so it's fine. Like, that's like gonna be our lifeblood for a little while. Because once this runs out, I think, yeah. I think we're gonna be fucked for a bit, unfortunately. So that's gonna be the next problem. Right. So let's extract here. There we go. And hopefully that will solve the bleeding materials issue. Well, I mean, we also need to get goods as well, but, like, you know, that'll be the next thing we do. Jesus, this really is plate spinning, isn't it? Okay, The expedition was a success, apparently. We have a rusted engine. Okay. An old observatory. And a possible settlement. Ooh. I kind of need the people, so let's get more people. Because we need bodies for the mines, guys. We need we need to keep we need to keep plugging the hole with just more bodies, basically. That's my strategy right now. Just keep throwing people at the problem, and eventually the problem will solve itself. We can also start preparing for this because we're gonna need prefabs, and we only have a small trickle of prefabs, unfortunately, because we need to deactivate the prefab thing. Okay, massive boost for Proflanders because we got crop selection. Okay, that's perfect. So that has definitely improved our energy efficiency, our food stuff. Okay. So let's think about advanced coal mines then, I suppose. More coal output, more materials demand. I don't want something that's going to demand materials, honestly. Advanced heat dispatchers. Yeah, I think we need this, honestly. Less heat demand is probably good, because then it means we need less coal. It costs us more prefabs. 200 root workers. I think that'll be fine, honestly. Let's research that. Can you guys donate to the cause again, real quick? Yes, you can. There we go. That will give us enough heat stamps to work with. Right. We're actually in fucking surplus for materials, finally. Mandatory school promises better children for the future. Okay. Good to know. Let's activate this district then, because then that... Okay, that immediately created our material problem again, so let's turn that off again. The problem is, this is enough to solve the problem, but it's not enough to, like, actually make a meaningful dent in it, which is a bit of an issue, really. Because that's just gonna get us research stuff. This just gets us coal. Which is unfortunate. Okay. More people have turned up, which is good. Because now I need to start solving their problems as well, Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's start them working in these extraction districts then. Because then at the very least, like, we can start getting prefab so we can start solving their problem. I'm going to turn these off of emergency shifts now. Because we've probably got enough coal for a little while. And I'm going to emergency shift these guys so that we can, at the very least, keep the materials flowing, maybe? Yeah, it's just not enough to, like, let us actually have good materials. We're also going to need food. That's another problem. Okay. We'll worry about food in a minute. I know it's probably not a good thing to say that, but we'll worry about it in a minute. All right. Instead, what we need to do is we need to start thinking about these. Dismantle the wreck. 2 cores? I don't want cores. What do I want cores? Take prefabs. Future miners will surely appreciate the maintained trail. Using the mine will take fewer Frostland teams. Keep the prefabs for the trail maintenance. Okay, I don't really want that, honestly. Let's instead launch an expedition of the Frozen Bay. That takes 5. Yes, I want that now. An outpost here could increase our supply by 250 coal. Okay. We can build a trail, and that outputs coal. Ooh, okay, interesting. So with that, it looks like we can build maybe like a thing that gives us more teams, and then we can get more stuff from the map. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. I pressed the wrong button. Right. Okay. We also need housing. Because that's a problem again. Crap. Let's have a little look. This is all a good place for, like, more shelter, basically. So, let's start breaking this up, then. Because then we can, hopefully... We can hopefully just stuff, like, our housing stuff, our housing districts in here, honestly. And then that'll be fine. Is there any other spot where we could probably do that? Maybe over here. But it's not a big area there. We kind of have taken that up as much as we could. Ooh, it's a tricky one, this is. Let's start expanding out this way as well. Yeah, like that. Big ol' snake. Big ol' snake. Fortunately, this only takes workforce and a little bit of heat stamps, honestly. Right. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We could also build one here. This is also a spot for like a housing district. It's not the best housing district in the world. Let's fucking go for it. It'll be efficient. That's the key thing. Oh no, they really don't like that. Okay, they really don't like that. They really don't want me doing that. How about we do this, though? There you go, that's not bad. And then we can expand down to here if we really need to. Okay. The next housing district's gonna go down in here, I think. There we go. These guys are still working their asses off. Right. We can't really do anything more there, unfortunately. But we do need to talk about laws. We want to use grant agenda on the Londoners. Okay.
For a detailed list of obituaries, please
20 people just
visit
died.
Your local administrative
It's fine.
office.
Just keep working, okay? We need to solve the problem. Don't you dare fucking stop working. Grant agenda. There you go. And now let's vote on law. What do you want to vote on? You want to have chemical additives? Food production efficiency is increased. Disease is increased. Okay. That's fine. If people want that, that's fine. Let's just add sawdust to the food. It's alright. The Victorians did it, and, you know, the British Empire turned out alright, right? So, you know, it's totally fine. There we go. That will actually help us a little bit with the food. Ooh, program war. People are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. When are people not arguing about, like, the curriculum taught in schools, honestly? Some people think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. Filling these heads of numbers and useless junk. We ought to take them on field trips to hunt. We need to teach children how to think about how to come up with new solutions. No longer increases research speed, but provides food instead. Ooh. Concentrate on science. Increases research speed even more. Relations slightly improve with New Londoners and stalwarts. Keep a balanced education. I like the idea that keeping it balanced just makes nobody happy in this situation. That's incredible. I like that they've done that, because invariably, if you try and like find the best of both worlds, nobody is happy. So let's just concentrate on science. Let's get like as much research speed as we can. Because I genuinely think the research speed buffs are going to be the thing that win us the game and get us out of the mess that we're in. So we might as well just keep double down on it. Survival training versus thriving training. Yeah, exactly. You put it way better than I thought you could. No, than I was gonna. There you go. Right. The good thing is we're still producing coal, and I'm kind of fucking happy about that, honestly. In fact, what we could do is we could reduce the number of people on coal, because we have a big fucking stockpile of it. And just, you know, let's not worry about coal for a bit. Let's just worry about actually producing other stuff. So let's go for here for now. And here. So we can start getting all those materials. Can get another extraction district. 200 prefabs for food district. We're kind of getting low on the food, so I want to do that first. We just need more fucking prefabs, dude. Emergency shift on the prefab front, I think. Because we kind of need to get over here, honestly. So we can get another supply of prefabs. There we go. The good thing is I have a lot of people now, so we can just frost break everywhere, which is really good. And the other thing as well is I have a lot of feet stamps because I keep shaking everybody down. I actually think that's a really good thing to be doing. Like, just constantly grabbing money from people. What can these guys do, actually? Promote. Probably announce your support for the faction. They gain members and potentially secure additional seats in the council. You know what? Let's try and promote the stalwarts a little bit. They're a bit small. And they are like my loyal supporters, so there you go. You can also radicalize them. Relations decrease. Okay, that's interesting. Infectious agents. Uh-oh. 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 We now need to worry about disease. For the sake of safety, no one can afford to be bashful. The subgroup of Frostlanders will oppose this decision. Relations with New Londoners and stalwarts. Ban mandatory checkups. No. We definitely want mandatory checkups. We want disease resistance. If we get a disease in Frostpunk, disease was the thing that kind of really fucked like my runs in Frostpunk 1. My reward is hand-holding. Hey, I mean, I put that redeem there for a reason.
Chemical food additives are highly flammable. Arrange cupboards carefully.
Ignore that. They're fine, guys. That's fake news. They're fine. I don't put drugs in your food, guys. All right. It's fake news. Expand the district. Fuck it. We need more. We need more housing. We only need a little bit more housing though. Okay. Demand unfulfilled. The good thing is that materials are now in surplus because we're working all these guys to the bone. But we need, like... Okay, food is the thing we need to do. So, I think... if we just get one more prefab. Come on, somebody produce a prefab. A single one. I just need one. And then we can solve the food crisis. Please. A singular prefabricated material is what I need. There we go. Right. Just give me one thing, please. Okay. Where do we put it? Here? Or here? I think over here. Yeah, like that. There you go. That should hopefully solve the food crisis. We can also do emergency shifts on these if we need it, to be honest. I might ease up the pace on the materials. Yeah, because that's actually not needed now, because we're already in surplus for materials, so there you go. These guys really fucking don't like me now, which is not good. So I kind of probably need to do something for the Frostlanders. Okay, we're not quite in shelter, unfortunately. I thought that was going to solve the problem. It didn't. Okay, okay. What about expanding here, for example? I need more prefabs to do that. Okay, no worries. But then I think that will solve the housing crisis. The problem is food, though. Food is a big problem right now. That's gonna crater in a minute, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Actually, maybe that's what we should be doing. Oh, it's gonna get colder again as well. Oh, actually, all of this workforce is available. I should be mining this coal. Come on. Come on, expedition. There we go. Alright, the expedition is done. Let's have a little look. The others. In a caravan near the bay, we found disturbing sights. Bodies and sturdy Frostland gear, neatly laid side by side, left to freeze, with black oil markings over their closed eyes. A ghastly burial ritual. Old machine in the desolate coast. Ooh. Community of Frostlanders are aching after pitiful living. I don't want to take in more people at the moment. But we want to go to the desolate coast, because that is probably where, you know, some stuff is going to be. I guess we could get those cores. Why not? We got 5 teams. Spare? Oh goodness, it's that time. Oh, right. If that's the time, I am going to take a real quick natural break then, guys. Apologies. I've been so into this. Like, Frostpunk is really freaking, like, yeah, city building stuff in general, just, like, I don't know, it gets me so freaking focused, guys. I'm really, really sorry. There we go, and we are back. I've just realized Frostpunk's setting could slip into cosmic horror. I think it has the potential for quite a lot of, like, interesting twists. I think cosmic horror is one. I think the best cosmic horror game that I've played, honestly, is probably Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, honestly. Because if you read the lore for that, you realize that no matter what you do, you're screwed. It is very much the tale of how you die, you know? And I really just enjoy the sort of like futileness of it, but in the face of such cosmic horror, because I kind of feel like cosmic horror should be doing that, if that makes sense. So yeah, I could totally see it. I seem to remember there was a film. There was not a very good film. I can't remember if it was like if it was just a little bit low budget. I think it was very low budget. But it was actually on a very, very similar like lane to Frostpunk. It was basically the world freezes over and then there's like people trying to solve it. I can't remember for the life of me what that film was, but I remember it exists. And I seem to remember watching it on like Sky renting films back in the day or something. And it was just something that we saw and we just never saw it again or anything like that. And it was like, okay, that was a cool little movie. I didn't really think an awful lot of it. I remember it being a bit cheap, which is, you know, fine. Because I think that the best films, chat, are made a little bit cheap, honestly. Because, like, with that narrow funding, you get a lot of creativity happen with a lot of like film creators, especially. I don't know if you guys have noticed that maybe, like, you know, like the big movies, for example, just aren't nearly as clever with their plots because I don't think they need to be, right? Like they sell it based on the or just on the production value alone a lot of the time, and that's what they bank on. So yeah, I mean, I still can't remember that movie. If anybody finds that movie, let me know in chat, because like I'd love to know what the name of that movie was again. Right, I think I've been stupid, and I need to hit emergency shifts on these to stop us bleeding food at such a horrific rate. It's not really helped, but at the very least it will stop us dying immediately. Because this is the key thing you guys have to remember. People can be hungry. They can't be starving. Alright? That's something that I will, yeah. I'm happy to go on quote for that one. There's a lore we could propose, I think. Let's have a little look. Frostland efficiencies, city. Basic necessities, contagion prevention. Society, we've done. I wonder if we could do basic necessity. What does that do? Production efficiency slightly increased. Heat stamps increased. Heat stamp income increase would be good. We don't really need trust all that much. We don't really need communism. Contagion prevention. Supported quarantine. Shelter demand is increased. Disease significantly increased. Significantly decreased. Tension is slightly increased. Disease is decreased. Infectious badges. I think supported quarantine is probably better. So I don't like the idea of sparking tensions. Let's just do paid essentials first, because that will make the stalwarts like us. And I kind of want to just do a free vote on it, honestly. Like, people are divided about it. But, that's okay. Let's negotiate. Let's have a little look at the Frostlanders, because they might give us... Oh, research building untreated sawmill. Massive sawmill in which frozen wood is cut up into usable materials without undergoing any treatment. Speeding up the process, but exposing people to mold, spores, and fungi. Weather adjusted shifts. Production efficiency decreased. Disease slightly decreased. Heat demand in districts other than housing is decreased. Fund projects. Okay, if you vote for this, I will do the untreated sawmill. Let's go. There we go, it passed.
Hear ye, hear ye. The eyes have it.
And they're gonna quite like that. It might be an idea to funnel some funds into them to sort of like boost their relations a little bit. Because the stalwarts really like us. The New Londoners really like us. We're gonna get the next idea pop pretty soon as well. It would actually be good to get like a production efficiency increasing building as well, because like the materials thing is sort of a bit of a problem still. I thought we solved that. Well, apparently not. Ugh. Right. Let's go. First, we solve the food problem. The food problem is a big problem. There you go. We solved the food problem for now. I'm gonna do emergency shifts on it, just so that we can get like a bit of a food surplus going. Because again, we're spinning plates. And this is... I think both of these have been expanded. No, one of these has been expanded. None of these have been expanded. I'm an idiot. Okay. So let's do here then. And then that will probably solve the shelter issue for now. We still have quite a lot of people in the workforce who we can use, which is good. 14 people fucking died. Okay, that's probably not good. That's because of the emergency shifts. Let's... Okay. We need the prefabs to build a frickin' thing, but we don't have... Yeah, we need this first, I think, because that will give us... What does this give us? That gives us materials, not prefabs. Ooh. Resource materials. Resource materials. Oh, it's the fucking, these things that give us prefabs, doesn't it? Okay. So we need to start investing in industrial districts then. Which means that this is gonna... That's gonna crater our goods, unfortunately. I don't know. To be fair, this hasn't really done a lot so far. Like, we've been bleeding this for a long while, and it's not really mattered all that much. Okay. Right. Heat dispatcher thing is done. Oh, there's like more pages of this. Oh shit, I didn't see this. Okay, resources, sawmills. Yeah, 100%. Alright, I did not see that there were multiple pages of that. Shit, okay. Well, we're gonna have to look at that next time that comes around then. Okay. I think for now, we are balancing the plates.
Secure.
We are now no longer balancing the plates. That's fine. We have another extraction thing we can turn on, actually. Oh, we need more people. Fuck. Ugh. What does this give us? Coal? Yeah, that would be a good thing to put on pretty soon. We could also build a freaking blast thing here. Oh yeah, the heat dispatcher thing. That's a good point as well. 40 heat. That might be a good thing to do as well. If we put that in, is it the extraction districts or something? Oh no, we can put that in housing. Okay. That gives us 40 heat for like a district. And this total demand is 40 heat. Which means... Let's have a little look at this. Requirements 80. How does this translate into heat? 880 heat surplus. Output 800. Demand 800. So 1 coal equals 1 heat, basically. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So that means so if I put one of these in here, see if we can math this. That means I get 40 coal, basically, for 200 people. This, I get 300 people, and I get 180 coal as output. So this is the more sustainable thing, but this just solves my problem now for slightly more workforce. I'm imagining heat has other benefits, because that probably means reduced frickin' disease and stuff as well, actually. It's only for a short time before we get a little bit of a warm buff as well. And then there's gonna be another cold buff. Okay. Let's have a think. Got 90 prefabs on this as well. And we don't have a lot to work with. You know what, fuck it. Coal mine. Let's go. Probably a bad idea, but, you know, whatever. Right, what are you complaining about? Crime? Ugh. Crime is now a problem, okay. Greatly increased by goods scarcity. Okay, we need goods now. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we're about to have a materials surplus issue as well now, which is not good. We're not doing great, guys. Not gonna lie. We kind of need some of these ideas to pop, I think, before we can, like, do anything about it. So maybe what we do, actually, is we construct another fucking research lab. That might be an idea, because then we get more research speed, and then we can start solving the problems a bit quicker. Because now that I know that there's those other pages, I know there's more stuff than frickin', like, you know, just heating stuff, basically. Coal deposits is running out. Okay. Available coal in all deposits will increase by 10%. Recruit child volunteers. Ooh. Available coal increase by 15%. I think we need to, like, look, the children yearn for the mines, so therefore we shall give them the mines. And that will help out our relations with the Frostlanders. Not enough tea for electric kettles. Shit. Okay, my coal supply has just dwindled rapidly.
This week only.
That's not good at all, man. Okay. This doesn't need extended shifts. We can deactivate this. We can increase that. That still doesn't solve our problems, unfortunately. This is now a thing. Yeah, suggesting anything against the captain meant the close scrutiny from the stalwarts, but despite the bullshit booming and their bloody from their bloody speakers, we managed to find our own way to keep to principles. Now we have a council. Maybe it's time to stop dreaming and make a change. Okay. There are now the Pilgrims. Okay, great. We have fractured society even more. That's not good. They dislike the city development effort, paid essentials, and mandatory school. So they dislike everything that we've been doing. Okay, that's not good. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. Right. We basically need to start solving some of these problems before something crashes. And for that, I think we need to, like, research stuff, basically. Like, that's gonna be the thing that solves the problem, is research. Like, now we got that second research lab online, that has kicked up a lot. Why not send them to the mines? You can't just send everyone to the mines, alright? It's not gonna solve everything. You can't just keep sending people to the mines. Alright, now we're really bleeding, unfortunately. I still have 100 workforce, unfortunately. It's not enough to start expanding some of these districts. We can do some emergency shifts in some of these areas to stop the bleeding a little bit, but it's only stopping the... Like, it doesn't actually stop the problem, it just makes things, like, slightly less of an issue, honestly. Like, our trust is actually really bad right now because of that. What is this? What does this mean? House. I know some people like houses, but, like, I can't deal with that right now. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, alright? Alright, we can get a new lore at least. If they're not happy, they can go mine coal. I mean, yes, but also no, you know, like, right, idea tree. Okay, we've got sawmills. Okay, what's the big problem, chat? What is the big problem that we need to solve right now? Food is actually fine, but we kind of have emergency measures on food, and it's not solving the problem. So we kind of need something for more food efficiency. We can we just have no fucking goods. We can't produce this freaking, like, goods and stuff. Fuel is a problem, but fuel will be solved pretty quickly, and then it will become a problem again. So we probably shouldn't deal with fuel right now. Like, that's gonna be a problem, but, like, that's a future problem, okay? I think food is still a bit of an issue because we literally have to push people to the limit in order to get this, like, if I take this one of these off of emergency shifts, that's gone down to 6, and that was at 22 before. So I physically cannot take these off of emergency shifts. I need these off of emergency shifts to stop people killing themselves, because otherwise we will just start bleeding even worse. Spinning plates, kicking can. Yeah, literally. This is what's happening right now. Like, this is what's going on. This is producing prefabs. Let's have this produce goods instead now, because we kind of have enough prefabs now. But what can solve the problem? Factories. What does factories do? Increase prefab, goods output. We don't need goods and stuff. We need something else to help. Hothouses. Food output. 70 food at 400. Yeah, it needs workers though. I want something that doesn't require workers. That gives me food. Worker shifts. Weather adjusted shifts. Machine centric shifts. Workforce requirement is decreased. Workforce requirement decreasing means I can do more stuff. I think that's a good idea. Because this just... Production efficiency is decreased. Disease is slightly decreased. Heat demand in districts other than housing is decreased. No, I'd rather be able to do more stuff, honestly. That's a really good one. The sawmills thing is probably going to help with the... Yeah, it costs 400 for one of these fucking sawmills, though. Like, that's a lot of people. That's so many people. What if we did less districts, but focused on like a sawmill or something? That would actually be good. Because this produces 170 apparently. Let's look at a singular district is producing 200. And this is barely making us like... This is barely setting us afloat though. Like 206, every single one of these is doing 206. I think off of extraction, that gives us 187. Oh, I didn't know I could actually like flex the people in these districts as well. I think what we're going to do is machine-centric shifts, because that will decrease our worker requirement. I think that's a good idea. And then hopefully we should be able to do more with the people that we've got. Because I think that's the problem, is we just don't have enough people. And if we add more people, then we need to do more stuff. You know? Like, we need more houses and shit. Like, I can't build any more houses because, like, I just don't have the resources for this, man. Like, you know? Okay. Let's have a little think. What else can we do? Extraction. Why is this in, like, food as well? Oh, I guess you can put it in a food thing, I suppose. Logistics as well. I think that's how we can solve the issue a little bit. Like... Okay. I think we have a plan. Yeah, we reduce the number of people. That means we can fill out some more stuff. And therefore, we get, like, less of a problem, basically. Because right now, we are bleeding. We need to staunch the bleeding. Like, this is acceptable for now, you know? It's not going to be acceptable forever. That's when our acceptable is going to come cratering down. Okay. We can also do a new law. Let's have a little look. What laws can help us? Contagion prevention is the only one we can do at the moment. Bureau of Propaganda. Quell protest ability. End protests using guard squads. Let's have a little look at contagion prevention. This will cause problems with, like, shelter. And we already are, like, on the edge with shelter. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to solidify my position as supreme patriarch of the Frostlands, I think. There are... I don't know... This needs at least 67 delegates to pass. Oh. Okay, let's have a little negotiation. These people are mostly full. These people are hesitant. Okay, let's talk to the Frostlanders then. What do they want? The Moss Filtration Tower. They want funding. I could pay you off. I could give you a bribe. Bribery is always good. There we go. That, I thought that wasn't going to pass then.
Spoken. The law takes effect.
There we go. Now we have a bit of a measure against protest if we need it. Is it wise for the steward to listen to the fascists? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Take
There you go. See? I'm giving you money.
enters into force.
It's just a handy little bribe, chat. You didn't see anything, all right? You guys didn't see anything. It was just like a thing, all right? It was just a little thing between friends, all right? This is blatant favoritism. Shut up. Shut up, chatter. Man sounds like a redditor. Whatever the hell that means. People die during emergency shifts. Well, people die all of the time. I don't know why you're complaining. Coal is running out. Ooh. After we deal with the crisis in the blasting coal mine, we will ensure these accidents do not occur again. We'll save the deposit, but some children will die. Or the childs are saved, and the blasting coal mine will be destroyed, and the district's remaining coal will be reduced 50%. They were never here.
A memorial will be
120
held
people
this
suffocated
evening
in the
to
mines. That's
honor
fake
those who
news.
gave their lives
I
for
don't
the
know what
mine.
you're talking about, chat. I believe this is a free democratic press, and I think that they are making things up. It's those pilgrims and Frostlanders who are just making things up about our steward. I think that that's all fake news. Ha ha ha. But hey, the housing crisis has now been solved, guys. It's all fine, guys. What's the problem? Oh man, what's this problem here? Resource deposit is nearly depleted. That's a big problem. That is a real big problem. Because it means the coal is gonna run out. Okay, what is this? We found oil in the old dreadnought. Ooh. Mangled car. Salvage the parts. 3 cores. Come back later. And what is this? Send regular... Okay. We have oil. Ooh. Is oil gonna solve our problems? This is the dreadnought. This is the thing from the tutorial. Oil tombs, the nomads. On the broken shore lies an old derelict dreadnought. It seems to have been upgraded to run oil, and it rests on beside rich deposits. Perhaps the site was a refueling station, but deep in the black pools lie rows of frozen bodies, wrapped in shrouds and placed in the still wells. Our scouts shudder at the sight. Those oil deposits would surely solve our fuel needs, but we'd need to have to desecrate the graves in order to access them. Excuse me, I see resources. I do not see living, breathing people that we need to worry about, chat. I think we see a future, a way out of this frozen hellhole. A way away from coal. There were no corpses in the dreadnought. I do not recognize the bodies in the oil. What bodies in the oil? Chatter? What bodies? You believe your steward? Your steward wouldn't lie to you, would they? Oil will save the city. We need to adapt our generator to use it. In the meantime, we'll need to establish a reliable supply. It's time we settled beyond New London. Create a colony at the old dreadnought and connect it with a solid trail. Okay. So, I guess... Connect path? That requires a core, 20 Frostland teams, and 100 prefabs. Well, we do not have, like, the Frostland teams for that, so we need another freaking logistics station. unfortunately. If that's the case, let's look in the mountains then. Apparently we can find coal there. We need 20 people, unfortunately. Build a trail or skyway. Actually, this could be quite useful. 20 teams. Everything requires 20 teams. That's not good. Okay, that requires 10. The graveyard. The approach. We might find coal. Here we might find materials and coal. Okay, let's launch an expedition there. For now. And we can salvage these parts for now as well. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. And we just got machine-centric shifts. Excellent. Okay, now let's see how much that helped us. How many more people did that give us? That's the question. Because if it, like, didn't really help us, then that was a bit of a waste, unfortunately. So how do we use that then? Because this required 600 before. Worker shifts, machine-centric shifts. Oh, this is a law. We need to actually, like, put that past it. Okay. So, in 3 weeks, we can then get machine-centric shifts, and then that will be approved. Okay. Right. If that's the case, then we need to look into other things. Logistics bays. More people, basically. Less people. Okay. Scouts headquarters. Exploration time. Don't need to worry about that. Harvesting efficiency from frickin' logistics. Well, we're not getting anything from logistics, so... Materials demand significantly decreased. Materials demand is slightly decreased. Production efficiency is slightly decreased. All do maintenance. Materials demand significantly decreased. That would be pretty good, honestly. I don't mind supporting the pilgrims with that, honestly. That's another law. I don't want a building or something. Efficiency bonuses. Housing block. Subsidized housing block. This is a building, okay. Dense housing block. More shelter. More heat demand. Just regular housing blocks. What about hubs, actually? Maintenance hub. Materials demand in neighboring districts is decreased. Hospitals, youth, and watchtowers. Liberated Youth unlocks the Youth Employment Program city ability, which bolsters the city's workforce but decreases Heat Stamp's income. Percentage of active workers is increased. Crime is significantly decreased. Unlocks Youth Volunteer Duty city ability, which bolsters... Okay. Liberated Youth or Dutiful Youth? I think we should send the people, the children to the workforce. Yeah, this is another lore again, unfortunately. Surveillance watchtowers. Ooh, this decreases crime, but causes tension. Requires workforce. Well, we kind of need to reduce workforce as much as possible, honestly. So I think let's go for Dutiful Youth here, and then we'll pass that law later. Like those law, basically once those laws come into force, then we're gonna start to like be a lot more productive. Because if we can increase the number of workers that we have, then yeah, like it's a no-brainer, really, right? Because doing more things means that, like, you know, we can do more things.
The pilgrims will be hosting ice baths and cold breathing sessions tonight at 11 p.m.
What? Why the fuck would you do that? Don't you people get enough ice? What? What weirdos, man. I don't like the pilgrims at all. Lucy didn't come home from the mine. Shush. Look, accidents happen, alright? I'm sure they'll come back home. Just chill, alright? It was fine. Nothing happened. Nothing happened at the... Nothing happened in the coal mine, alright? Right. Just waiting for... Okay, okay. Right. Machine-centric lores, guys! Oh, no. We're still in recess. Come on. One more day. I am so ready to pass machine-centric laws. Machine-centric shifts. Like, 57 is for... How many does this need to pass? Law supported. I think this is fine. Oh god, if this doesn't pass, this fucks everything, I think. Won't negotiate, they want this. Won't negotiate, they want this. Partially open the negotiation. Basically, the Frostlanders don't like it. And the Pilgrims just fucking hate it. Okay. Mostly against. I think it'll go through, though, because it just says it's supported. Oh god, if this doesn't go through, this just fucks everything, I think. Alright, let's just go for it. YOLO. 51? Oh yeah, this is getting voted in. Heck yeah.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
There we go. Oh, we got another 500 workforce out of that. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's really good. That's a whole other fucking district, basically. Okay. Let's think then. What can we do with 500 extra people? Well, we can build another frickin' district at least. We can get working on a logistics district, actually. But we need to get all the way over there in order to do it. Another, like... Food district, extraction district. Why is 600 is the extraction district? An hour-long break for a machine, an hour-long break for me. That's a good way of looking at it. Oh, it just went down to 300. Fuck. Okay, it's kind of, yeah, going all over the place a little bit. I wonder if we could turn one of these off. Total output, 300. Yeah, we totally cannot turn one of these off now. There you go. Okay, heat decreased, which means we can turn one of these off for now. We're still in coal, which is really good. We're producing more materials. I wonder if we can ease off the emergency shifts on the materials a little bit. We can, okay. That frees up people. We got 1,000 people to do stuff with. Okay. This is a lot more of a healthier situation. Okay, okay. So, what do we want to do then? If we build an industrial district here, then at the very least that'll keep these places a bit warmer, and we can start producing goods out of it, which means that the crime problem will start going away. And then that we're kind of balanced. I mean, we're still not happy. Food is actually okay for now. Food is a problem, but like, Problem is if I build another food district. No, if I build another food district, then we get more problems with heating and stuff. So what I need to do, actually, is I need to build one of these fucking stupid sawmill things. If I do that, and if I build it there, that does increase our coal need, but that's not too much of a problem. And that really solves the materials surplus issues. I can take both of these off of emergency measures. Okay, chat, we're starting to see the way out, and it's all because of frickin' machines and the fact that we have a little bit of a break from the cold. Oh, this feels good. Okay. It's just temporary. We need to like solve the problem though. Because this isn't, the coal, like, one of the things we need to work on is oil. Like, 100%. So I think what we'll do is we'll also start using this excess stuff to frost break all the way over here. So we can get the expedition area. Yeah. Because that is also going to win us the game a little bit as well. Got a lot of prefabs, which is good. I can probably take these guys. Oh yeah, these have been deactivated already, which is good. Let's shake down the New Londoners for some funds. Can we raise some funds with some people? Yeah, we can a little bit. I don't really want to do this with the guys there. There we go. Dutiful law proposed by the Pilgrims. Okay, there you go. So, that's good. Okay, we've frostbroken over the witch there. Look at that, chat. Look at that. That stupid fucking sawmill thing just solved our materials issues. I can take these off my emergency shifts. And we still got 700 workers. This is really positive. We're still hurting for food. We're still hurting for goods. But, like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, guys. This is really, really good. And it's all thanks to child labor. And machines. We're gonna use everything else to work, but like, you know, anything else. Alright. Let's look at other things then, real quick. What do we want? Logistics bays. No, we don't want that yet. Let's have a little look at factories. Salvaging factory. 10 prefabs and 40 goods. Or disease is slightly increased. Squalor is slightly increased. More heat demand, less people. 40 goods output. I think I'm gonna go for the salvaging one because that will make like the pilgrims and shit like me. Because, like, I still need to listen to the Frostlanders, really, unfortunately. I don't think this is a bad building, honestly. This is fine. Alright, let's go for the salvaging factory. And then we can start putting that down as well, because that'll solve the problems. Actually, how much does that output, real quick? 40. So that doesn't... It almost solves our goods problem. But not quite. So, I think the next thing that we do... What do we do next? Got a lot to play with, actually. This will take 400 people away, which means we'll have 300 left. This will take 600 people away. No, we need to start working on the oil thing, otherwise we're gonna lose. So I'm gonna do that. It's probably a bad idea, but hey. And in the meantime, I can keep frost breaking things as well. Because, for example, like this is a really good food station, so I kind of want to get that if I can. There we go. But we need to establish that colony as well. Stressful, isn't it, guys? It'd be good if we could promote the stalwarts again as well, honestly. That would be another fun bit. Okay. See, now that we've actually, like, thought things through, and with, like, we actually have, like, more workers, like, 100%, we're in such a bit better, like, position. Like, even just now, such a better position, man. Love it. And like, you know, we've got prefabs, we've got some heat stamps, like we're in a stable situation.
Relevant authorities for identification and preservation.
Let's have a little look. Yeah, we need this to finish now, basically. Okay, so let's speed things up a little bit. Okay, we got another delegate session where we're trying to get dutiful youth. Okay, people are a bit divided on this issue. Let's have a little talk. So the stalwarts really don't like this, but the New Londoners definitely, like, we could get the Frostlanders on board with this. Yeah, okay. What do the Frostlanders want then? You want another untreated sawmill building? Yeah, sure, why not? I like those buildings. And who else wants it? We need like 50 to pass, don't we? Actually, I don't think it tells me how much to pass. Okay, what do the Londoners want? You want another heat dispenser thing? Well, we're gonna have a lot of workforce after this, so heat overclocking. The excess heat produced by the industrial machines will be injected back into the machines to allow them to operate at high capacity. That's a law. Production efficiency increase. They want to research that. Honestly, production increase would be good, guys, I think, right now. Because, like, the good stuff, because we're about to go straight into, like, industrial stuff, I kind of feel. I don't know. I think it'll pass anyway, so... I think it'll pass. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just... We ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. We only need 51 people. There we go. It passed. What was I worried about?
Spoken. The law takes effect.
There we go. We now have a hell of a lot more workforce to work with. Look at that, guys. Employing the children gets us 2,000 extra workers. Wonderful. Alright. Paid essentials. Now that we're charging for essentials, some unemployed families are unable to afford basic necessities. Work goes to the worthiest. If these people are passed up, it's their own damn fault. So we could allocate an allowance. Let them fend for themselves. Do we want full capitalism, or do we want a little bit of socialism? I think we want a little bit of socialism in here. Just like, you know, why not? At the very, because I think we're actually doing pretty good for heat stamps, because we just do our sort of mandatory collections a little bit, you know? Mandatory collections. Uh, right, we want to do another sawmill thingamajig. So put that down there. Why not? We got loads of people to work. The next thing we want to do is another food district, because then we can take all of these guys off of emergency shifts, and then we're like we're kind of cooking at this point. We're cooking, chat. We're cooking. Like we're doing really good, I think. The only problem is that we have now run out of coal. Fuck. No access to resource deposit. Well, that's now going to be the new problem. Right, we now have the salvaging factory. Now we kind of need to start working on heating again, unfortunately. Right. Pubs. Society stuff. We don't really need this yet. City housing block, maintenance duty, work compensation. Ah, efficiency bonuses. That's where that was. All extraction and production districts. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's go for the researching the work compensation law. Why not? I think that's a good move. And the other thing is that we now have 20 Frostlander teams as well, so I totally need to do like a colony over here. I totally forgot that one. Oh. Oh. I do not understand interface. Is this how I do it? Okay. So that needs 100 of that, 20 of that, 10 of that, and it'll take 4 weeks. Alright, do it then. I guess that'll work. I guess this is the path. Okay. That's a little bit of a weird way of doing it. Also, this, I think, will pop in a sec, so we get our next expedition. Or have we already done the expedition? Okay. Probably due to an unknown sea current, this area is full of old shipwrecks. Grounds to mangled remains with a ton of ice. It's a dangerous place where few dare to tread. Oh, it needs a bit more time, apparently. Okay. I think that might be broken then, guys. Okay. Cool. Frostlanders are happy. I'm gonna immediately piss them off and just, like, demand funding. There we go. And has something happened here? Right, this is gone. Okay. Okay. There's a big old wreck with a load of materials. And some coal. Ooh. 50,000 coal. Fuck yeah. I'll take that. That sounds like a no-brainer to me. And unfortunately, we need to wait for a couple more teams to get back. Okay. We're doing well, guys. We're doing well. Oil time, heck yeah. In the meantime, we need to start like maximizing the coal supply because we are losing heat now quite badly. And there's not a lot I can do about it. Because I don't have frickin' coal anywhere else, unfortunately, and I can't make more of these districts. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to buckle down. What I might do is put down a like an industrial district here, because we need one of these anyway. And that will like buff all of the heat from all of these, basically. Is there anything else we can do building-wise? Heat dispatchers. Yeah, we need to start prioritizing these quite heavily. But I need prefabs in order to do it. So let's put these guys on prefabs for now. And then we'll start, like, buckling down a little bit because that's gonna require a lot of, like... Until, like, when we get oil, I think this problem will be solved. But then, like, we're about to hit another freaking cold season. And, like, we're already in the red for heat, unfortunately. So this is now the problem. Oh yeah, I was gonna put down another food district, wasn't I? Which is a bit annoying, because that will mean more demand on my heating. We could start putting down heating hubs as well. That's actually not a bad idea. Because that'll heat everything here by a bit more. But we need to frostbreak this from the looks of things. Or is that just... hang on. What do you mean more people turned up? Fuck. That's not good. I didn't want more... I know I was complaining about having more people, like, a little bit ago, but I don't want them now. I don't want people now. No. Alright. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to, like, frostbreak something here in order to, like, you know, get that there. I need more space. I need more people. Fuck. Okay. Well, we got rid of this coal mine, actually. So we could just put another housing district down right here. Actually. There we go. The good thing is we have a lot of materials. At least that problem's solved. And I'm definitely gonna need 200 prefabs for another frickin' thing. So let's just momentarily switch this to like prefab production. And then hopefully we can get like another food area. That'll solve the food crisis. And then, you know, then we're golden, I think. Because we just got a shit ton of coal from that random frickin' like event.
Seniors, remember, our dutiful youth are eager to help however needed.
That sounds really frickin' creepy, guy, man. That sounds really, really frickin' creepy. Alright. Well, I think we've done really, really well this session, honestly. I could keep going. Like, I'm really, really enjoying this, honestly. I frickin' love city manager stuff. I get so frickin' like enraptured by it, honestly. But I've just seen time. We are well over our usual sort of like stream time. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Thank you very much for watching me ramble on about frickin' like random stupid like city management stuff. I get so enthusiastic about like city management games. And this has really, really sucked me in. I've not been sucked in by like a puzzle like this for a long while, honestly. So I'm really, really happy about this one. Hey there, you made it all the way to the end of the VOD. If you enjoyed yourself, consider subscribing or checking out another video. I also make some more shorter and more edited videos over on my main channel. If you want to check them out, then find a link to my main channel in the description. Take care and cheerio.